Here it's going now, guys. TalkNorwichCity, week 20, I think.
Week whatever.
The biggest decline in guests ever. We've gone from the captain of Norwich City Football Club to nobody. We were meant to have...
Pretend there's someone here.
Well, we kind of had a couple of guests lined up, but only like 95%. And unfortunately, the 5% happened and they couldn't make it, which isn't a big deal. We'll get them on in future weeks. I think a hell of a lot has happened this week.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I think it'll be nice to just sit down, just have a chat.
Just me and you, Jack.
You can laugh at my bunged up voice. Hay fever has got the better
How long
of
have
me.
you been bunged up for now?
Hay fever has had a good grip of me for probably 6 weeks now.
Jesus.
Nothing works to get rid of it.
It's like Ricky Van Wolfswinkel on a gold spree, isn't it? You know.
It just never goes. It just never leaves me, and it's got me gripped. And you can really hear it in my voice tonight.
Yeah,
I can hear it myself.
I'm personally enjoying it.
Anyway, big thanks to our sponsor, Free Treats, who have delivered big time this week.
Look at this. I actually can't believe it.
Go and show the camera.
Look at this, right? Lint chocolate. Wow.
In all different flavours.
We've got a touch of sea salt.
Just a touch. Probably enough for chocolate. You don't want a wedge, do you?
Caramel with a touch of sea salt.
Sea salt.
A touch of vanilla. There's a lot of touching going on here, isn't there? Chili.
I don't like chili chocolate.
Are you not a chili chocolate man?
I like chili in... No, sorry. I like chocolate in chili. So a little dash. It takes that kind of edge off. Chili and chocolate.
Hang on, what? Chocolate in chili?
Yeah, so you know like chili and rice?
You are joking.
You drop a couple of...
What, you crack open a bar of dairy milk?
No, it has to be dark chocolate and just a couple of squares, but you dip that in.
But they've given us more, Jack.
Oh, it doesn't end there.
No. Right, so we've got some other fantastic brands of chocolate.
Out of these, what's your favourite chocolate?
So we've got Whisper, Fudge, Milky Way, Milky Bar, Kinder.
What's your favourite?
I'm going Whisper.
What?
Yeah, Whisper. There's more chocolate in it, 100%.
It's not proper chocolate though, is it? It's kind of like
shush.
air. Mine's probably Milky Bar, then Kinder.
We're going to get told off for not talking about Norwich in a minute,
Yeah,
Jack.
we are actually.
Wait, 1 minute though.
It doesn't end there.
It doesn't end there. Here's to you.
Kyle Lafferty, City loves you more than you will go. No, we don't. Good chant though.
Starbucks voucher from Free Treats.
Get your coffee.
And
just actual cash.
Just some money. As you do, you know. Just cheers, Free Treats.
So if you want some of
this is what happens when you enter Free Treats. I've been on their database now for probably about 3 months, and like
they've delivered.
Speaks volumes, doesn't it?
And if you want cash, coffee, chocolate, crisps, we haven't got any crisps tonight, but if you want crisps, sign up to Free Treats. And also, as well as all of that, you can also win a Russell Martin signed shirt.
Oh, yes.
Links in the description. Click on there. All you've got to do is put in, I think it's your name and your email address, and you're in with a chance of winning the Russ Martin signed shirt, and them on a daily basis.
Is it daily?
Yeah,
is it?
So.
I don't even know that.
Yeah, daily. And the Russ Martin shirt, quick disclaimer, basically I got it wrong in my last video. I said it was only up for 3 days. It's actually run until the end of the month.
Surely that's better, though.
Yeah, it is. You've got more time to enter. And you've got more chance in winning chocolate and cash. Anyway, that is enough. Also, on display tonight, we've got some Herbie P hummus, which Russ Martin criticised last week for saying it's not lemony enough. So
is that the same hummus?
No, it's not the same batch.
I was going to say,
it's freshly made today, but with more lemon in and a bit of pepper.
Ooh, I'll have a little spin on that in a minute.
Yeah, anyway, by the way, that Russ Martin podcast.
Oh, I mean, I just want to say a personal thank you to every single one of you that watched it, and every single one of you that took the time out of your evening to actually tweet your appreciation to me and Jack personally. It actually really does mean the world to myself, and especially Jack, of course, because the amount of hours that we put in behind the scenes, a lot of you guys don't see like all the stuff that we do, even just like the social posts and stuff like that. It does, take some time. I've got a full-time job, and it's great. It was brilliant, and yeah, so just a massive thank you. And obviously, we're going to be hopefully, possibly working on doing some more stuff with the club in the future. So yeah, thanks to the media team.
What did you make of Russ kind of behind the scenes? Because obviously people got to see what it was like on camera, and that was impressive, but off camera as well.
Well, what I was going to say was, at the end of the podcast, right, we finished the podcast, and I felt a bit bad because I was expecting Russ to be like, right, I've got to go, guys. And he was sitting there, and I went to put my shoes on to see him out the door of the TNC studio. And he was like, "You're not kicking me out, are you, Chris?" And he stood there chatting about Norwich City for what, half hour, 40 minutes? The guy just bleeds yellow and green.
No, he really. I respected Russ a lot before that. My respect for him went through the roof.
And that's happened to a lot of people, and that's what a personal kind of mission for me, which is the whole reason why I really wanted to get him on, was I wanted to prove a point to a lot of people that, yes, he's a nice guy, but he actually really bloody cares. It's not just a job to him, and some footballers take it for granted, and he certainly doesn't.
He knows that. A footballer who might not be in Norwich City colours next season is Jacob Murphy. Now, on the night of recording this is Monday. Apparently, Norwich have accepted a bid from Newcastle. By the time you're watching this, he might have already gone to Newcastle. Let's say that the bid is going to be accepted. I think the bid has been accepted. Now it's just personal terms and stuff like that. Probably going to be accepted. Probably by the time you're watching this. Thoughts?
Of course, I was initially upset and disappointed. I do think Newcastle, first and foremost, have got a cracking signing. Well done, True Geordie. They've got an absolutely cracking signing, bags of potential. Yes, it's only a season, but I do feel like he would have absolutely teared it apart with us. I think after the initial reflection of, oh shit, we've lost Jacob Murphy, we have got a replacement in Josh, of course.
A literal
some people claim he's technically gifted. Now, I am going to get my Bezzy pal to do another Excel spreadsheet on the comparison between Jacob and Josh, which we'll be releasing hopefully next week for you. So we've got a ready-made replacement, Jack, which is great. He's an England international as well, is he?
Or Josh?
Yeah.
At youth level, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, that's what I mean, obviously.
I think.
And I think that now the fee is an acceptable fee. I feel like it's okay to cash in now.
What did you feel was the minimum price we could have sold him for?
I think £12 million, absolute minimum. Absolute minimum. And I sincerely hope... Is it 12.5 the rumoured fee?
That is the rumoured fee.
I would sincerely hope there'll be £3 million in add-ons, depending on the amount of appearances that he makes or whatever it's quantified on.
I mean, it's tough to kind of actually figure out what transfer fees are nowadays because the add-ons and it gets very complex, doesn't it? And most of the time it's an undisclosed fee anyway.
Yeah.
Do you think that it is a big loss?
Well, it's interesting, isn't it, Jack? I mean, what Marley Watkins is... I almost called him Wally Motkins.
That's a good name.
Wally Motkins. I think Wally Motkins...
Because Michael Bailey called him Wally Motkins.
Oh, really?
But that was before... Wasn't it before... Oh, no, he said it on his F1 podcast.
Marley Watkins will have a lot more pressure on him now. But I think it's only healthy pressure. And I think he's got every opportunity to succeed if it's highly likely that Jacob goes. So... Best of luck to Jacob. I think I don't think he'll have a banger of a first season. I don't. I hope he does, of course. I really do because I really got a lot of respect for the guy. But yeah, I think Marley Watkins can tear it up for us.
I think my take on this is
or Josh.
Or Josh. First of all, I think Newcastle probably could have signed a more value for money player that's going to rip it up in the Premier League. I don't think Jacob Murphy.
Mate,
good.
This is incredible.
The hummus.
Oh, wow.
It's good, isn't it?
My lord.
Did you have any last week?
Extra lemon.
Oh, yeah, extra lemon.
I think Russ has improved your hummus.
Anyway, back to Murphy. We, as a football club, we know that financially we're not in the most solid of positions. Mm-hmm. And £12 million for, I would use the term disposable asset for, because we literally have a carbon copy replacement. If you don't want to play Josh, you play Yannick Vilschkut. If you don't play Yannick Vilschkut, you play Marley Watkins. Mm-hmm. If you don't play Marley Watkins, you play Alex Pritchard.
There's options there.
If you don't play Alex Pritchard, you play Stephen Naismith. If you don't play him, you play Wes. You've literally got an abundance of options in them areas. If Newcastle came in for a Tim Closer where we literally don't have a replacement, then I would be a bit more upset. I think the anger from Norwich City... I'd say anger. Most people, I think, have come to the conclusion that if we get decent money, then goodbye. I think him being a Norwich lad, him coming through the academy...
I think that's what hurts.
You get that emotional connection. And for me, I don't get as emotionally connected to players anymore. I think if I was 2 years younger, I would have really been upset about this. But for me, I see football as more of like a business now.
Do you?
Yeah. Pinto
left. Get on with Dave McNally. Should we get him on the podcast, Dave McNally?
You know, I would actually.
He loves me.
He doesn't like you, does he? No, look, best of luck to Jacob Murphy. I don't think he's going to do very well at Newcastle. Shoot me down, Newcastle fans. I think you could have got a bit better.
No, disagree. Newcastle fans, you've got yourself a hell of a signing, and in future seasons to come, he'll be very, very effective for you. And I think being English is probably something quite positive because I feel like there's so many different nationalities in the Newcastle squad. I think it was them and Bournemouth had something like 18 different nationalities or something. It was ridiculous. And to form a good, strong chemistry off like loads of different languages is tough. I think Newcastle are now realising that. I do think Rafa's been a bit obsessed with Jacob Murphy. But it speaks volumes.
I was going to say that. I was going to say, with some transfers, it was almost like us with Ross McCormack, where... No, I'm not having chili chocolate.
What do you want? Vanilla, caramel?
I'll have the salt one, actually. Okay. It was like us with Ross McCormack. We nearly signed him, and it was like... You almost got to a point where you spoke about him so much, it was like Naismith.
Yeah.
We spoke about him so much, and we finally got him. It was a relief. Murphy has been linked with Newcastle for weeks upon weeks now. Yeah. And I almost think Rafa just wanted to prove a point that he could get the targets he wanted, because in previous management regimes at Newcastle...
Who he wants whenever he wants.
Well, Rafa has, but previous Newcastle managers have struggled to get the money off Mike Ashley and so forth.
And it's dodgy Sports Direct.
I think it's almost a statement of intent from Newcastle that they set targets and they're going to get them targets. So best of luck to Jacob Murphy. I hope he does rip it up.
Well done, Jacob.
I've just got a feeling it's going to be tougher for him than a lot of Newcastle fans think. Next bit of big news from last week was the away kit. The away kit got released.
Love it.
Out of nowhere.
Love it.
Do you like it?
Out of nowhere? Not really.
But it just kind of dropped, didn't it? There wasn't a release date for it.
Yeah, good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think the media team has smashed it there, Jack.
Alright, cool. Do you like it?
I love it. I love the kit. I think it's different. I personally love an away kit that's black. I feel like it just... No. Seriously, if you look into colour psychology...
I'm not looking... You're going way too...
No, I'm not. Colour psychology says... If you're going to be... So, for example, red is quite an aggressive colour. Yellow... Well, that's maybe why we've lost so many games.
Purple's luxury.
Yeah, indeed,
not
exactly.
Sure for being luxury, but...
But so you get my point. I think black's quite a... We're here. We're up for it. We're up for the fight. I think it screams battle ready. There you go, football club.
Buffer.
Plug to your hashtag. Buffer. Pitch war, yellow army. Fight. Passion. Yeah. Desire. Love the fact...
You genuinely saw that kit and went into colour psychology?
No, I'm just explaining the reasons why I like the kit, Jack. Do you like the kit?
Yeah, it's nice. It looks nice.
I love the kit. Some people hate it. Of course.
That's kits, though.
Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, the kit will be the worst kit in the history of time if we don't succeed in it.
Let's take you back to when you were 14.
Yep. Oh, Worthington, classic.
Did you used to get pumped about kit launches? Mm-hmm. Do you now?
Not as much.
No.
Although I still think, this is cool, a new kit for the new season.
But I can remember setting my alarm for earlier than usual just to get up to prep myself for the kit launch. I can remember the season we signed Ricky Van Wolfswinkel, and there was that kit release that unfortunately no one will ever forget because of the Beware of the Big
Feed the Wolf.
I was buzzing that day. I went out, got the away kit that day.
I know you did.
Loved it. Got Ricky
Wolfswinkel on the back. You went for the offer. You fell for it.
Went for the offer. By the way, great value, £5. That cost me. Good value.
Good value.
Many letters.
Yeah.
But I don't get excited about kits anymore.
Okay, cool. But I think you're allowed to be excited about kits.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because I once was.
Cool, good.
Marcel Franca.
Yeah.
7th signing.
By the way, it's brilliant, isn't it?
I love it.
It's great for us because every single time we come on, we've got a new signing to talk about.
I know.
To be honest with you, I don't know anything about any of them.
I haven't got a clue who he is. He's tall.
You haven't got Solomon.
No. He's tall.
Is he?
He's 6'4" tall.
He's a big boy. I feel like I just think it's very exciting because people don't know them, and from an opposition point of view, coming up against these defenders, I feel like attackers aren't going to be able to really read them. I think there's a lot of furniture in the Championship. A lot of old furniture that everyone knows how everyone's going to play.
Oh, sorry, a bit of cough then.
No. I think John Terry will do all right. But for example, Besong, he is a classic piece of furniture where you can read the way that he's going to play his game. I feel like bringing in all of these different players from just out of nowhere, it's great. Of course, It's great, of course, for us as a football club, but also from an opposition point of view, it's going to put them on the back foot straight away.
I think the very interesting thing about these German signings, let's look at Christoph Zimmermann. He has played every single minute of pre-season football. He's played 3 90-minute matches and the 120-minute match back to back.
And he's done marathons afterwards as well.
That shows the difference in fitness levels between the German style that he's worked under Farke before, he's worked under that intense training regime, and the English players that just can't cut it.
Mm-hmm.
I think the likes of the players we've already got will, of course, adapt and become fitter, but it shows that even digging into the 4th division of German football, you can unearth these hidden gems.
Yeah, I think it could work. I really do.
Yeah. Centre-back pairing next season. Is Tim Close in your pairing?
To be honest with you, I've said it before, I'll say it again, Jack.
You don't like him, do you?
No, wrong. I like him.
Right.
I really like him, and I really, really want him to do well for us. I just feel like he needs to prove that he wants to be here. He needs to prove that he wants to be here.
I think he does want to be here.
You think that, but do you know that?
Well,
no. You think that, and you like to think that because you like Tim Close.
Why
Like
do you think he wants out?
Jack.
I think the only reason he wanted out is because he wasn't getting played, and he was playing under a crap manager.
I think he unnecessarily released himself to the Swiss press.
Did he release that, or did his agent release that?
I don't care. Put a lid on it.
Yeah, but
I don't care. Put a lid on it.
He's not gone anywhere. He probably could have had a move
Look,
if he wanted.
anyway, let's be positive about this. Tim Close, on his day, is a cracking player. Those games before Crystal Palace in the Premier League, I've not seen a better centre-back since Malky Mackay. Honestly. Seriously. I really haven't. I think that he's got everything that you could possibly need. I just think that in his head, he's lost his way a wee bit. And as soon as you start to think, am I going to be here? Am I not going to be here? Is my agent talking to the Swiss press? Is he not? Am I going to do a Snapchat story? Am I going to do an Instagram story? That's great, by the way, the Instagram and Snapchat stories. But you get my point. I think that he needs to nail himself down. And I think
not literally. That would hurt.
Yeah, literally. Right, I'm yellow.
Really?
I'm literally yellow now. And do it.
Really?
Yeah. Honestly, I want to see that yellow and green blood.
That is intense. Who goes in at right back next season? You've got a choice of 3. You've got Yannick Vilschke, whose name has appeared.
Yeah, your favourite.
Possibly going to be 5 at the back with a couple of wing backs.
Yep.
You've got Ross Martin.
Yep.
And you've got Pinto. Don't think Martin's going to be playing at centre back. Just don't think that'll happen.
Really?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Because Close is there, Zimmerman's there, Franker's there. Who plays at right back? Because...
Sorry. Pinto's in there.
Yeah, Pinto.
Well, it's not even a question.
So Russ is dropped then, is he?
It's not even a question. Pinto's
so
got to be
Russ
right
is dropped
back
next season.
No.
So where does Russ play?
What was the question? The
Who
question
plays
was
right back?
Who's playing at right back? Pinto is going to play
So
at
you're
right
playing
back.
Martin at centre back,
Possibly.
above Christoph Zimmermann, Tim Close, and Marcel Frank.
Possibly above Tim Close. Yeah.
Really?
Well, if Tim Close starts talking to the Swiss press again, then definitely.
But Tim Close is a good footballer.
But if Tim Close doesn't want to be at our football club, look, I'm sure Tim Close does want to be at Norwich. I'm sure he does. I hope he does. I just want him to prove a point. I want him to put in a couple of steaming performances with Christoph Zimmermann. Look, if he plays Ross Martin out of the team, then so be it. But he needs to play him out of the team. And at the moment, he can't just get out on there because, he's a good player. He's got to prove a point.
Okay, cool. Next bit was, this was an interesting night, the fan forum.
Yes.
First of all...
I didn't go. You did though.
Yeah,
Give us the review.
You were at Tesco's, weren't you?
I was at Tesco grabbing some snacks.
The life of a...
What was I doing?
You're getting old now.
Yeah.
You were at Tesco.
To be fair, I had a big week last week. I was knackered.
So, first of all, congratulations to the Norwich City Social Club for getting Steve Stone, Stuart Webber, and
almost as good as our
Daniel
podcast
Farke,
lineup.
To sit down in one place. There was like 400 people there.
It did look great.
It was really good. My favourite quote from the night. There was 2 of my favourite quotes. First of all, Stuart Webber. This guy is the dictionary definition of ruthless. Stuart Webber. He is ruthless. He is ruthless. So he said, I can't remember what someone asked him, but he was basically like, I want to get promoted this season. If you want to get out of bed and dawdle, you either don't get out of bed or you die. That was his words. So he says that. And then a few questions later, someone asked Daniel Farke whether he's training the players too hard and are they used to it. And Daniel Farke goes, in his smooth, silky German voice, He went, these players are on a lot of money. We are not here to eat cheesecake and drink cups of tea. We are here to work hard. He has got an addiction to cheesecake, Daniel Farker. He must have mentioned cheesecake 6 times.
He looks like a unit. I reckon he smashes the cheesecake in the evening, doesn't he?
I think he loves a slice of cheesecake.
I reckon he gets in after training, after his double session. Yeah. By the way, someone saw him out running. I think he's running around Norwich.
He's probably just raping.
No, genuinely. I think he does double sessions for himself after the players. I'm pretty sure someone told me the other day they saw him running around Norwich City Centre.
In that case, he deserves cheesecake.
Exactly.
What do you make of Stuart Webber? What do you make, because he came in and promised all of these things, and he seems like he is living up to the expectations.
Yeah, totally, Jack. I think he deserves a lot of the respect that he's instantly getting from the fan base, because he's done some talking, which we needed. We did need someone to do some talking, to stand up, to be honest, to say, I'm going to get rid of 15 players at the back end of last season. Delivered on that. I'm going to be signing some players. He's delivered on that. I like the fact he's talking, because it's honest and transparent with all of us. And I love the fact he's delivering. I think some of his previous jobs fill me with such optimism and real genuine hope that we could get promoted this season, Jack. He knows this model works. It's worked with Huddersfield. Why can't it work with a bigger club? Now, no disrespect to Huddersfield. Yes, this is me slagging off another football club again. Norwich are a bigger club than Huddersfield. Now, I'm not saying we're just going to get into the Premier League off the back of being a bigger club, but all I'm saying is Stuart Webber really knows what he's doing. I really, really like to think that. And I really like the fact that he's giving a hell of a lot of time to the fans, a hell of a lot, and he just comes across as, all right, you've said there he's the definition of ruthless. I actually view that very differently. I view it as he's very, very real.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah,
and I think there's so much bravado in football these days, Jack. There's so much. Yeah. So, for example, Russ, real. And Norwich City need real people at the football club. There's a lot of fake people out there. Even Russ let on in the podcast that, there's people that, put a picture on saying, working hard in the gym, and actually they probably don't work hard in the gym. Stuart's delivering, and long may it continue.
Another interesting point was Steve Stone basically saying that he is still basically chasing his tail and having to clear up the mess that was left for him.
Great honesty again.
And another interesting point, I think no one really got to the bottom of this, and I suppose they did actually. I think Russ delivered on it as well. We've been in the Premier League for 4 of the last 6 seasons. That is a decent record for Norwich City. Yet we're probably further behind in terms of a club and the setup and everything than we were before that tenure. Through that time, we've picked up parachute payments, we've picked up new TV revenue.
Yeah.
And Stuart Webber elaborated on this at the fan forum and said, we've never had a long-term plan. Dave McNally said he already had his 7-year plan.
The 5-year plan, yeah.
Stuart Webber said basically that the recruitment hasn't been
long-term, it's always been short-term.
And I think now Stuart Webber said, look, this isn't going to happen overnight, but we are putting in a long-term plan now. Yeah. We are starting to recruit the right players. We are starting to buy players that fit Norwich City rather than buy players to try and fit them into Norwich City. And I think Daniel Farker buys into that as well.
Yeah,
which is all good, I think.
Yeah, definitely, 100% with you.
Right, that's we've chatted a lot so far. We've chatted for 20 minutes.
Solid.
Nelson Oliveira.
Yeah, love him.
Linked with Reading, linked with Wolves. Still at Norwich City. Is he going to be a Norwich City player at the start of the season?
Yeah, of course he is, Jack. I love the fact that there was almost a subtle dig at the pathetic accusations and rumours that have gone out, from various sources about the fact he's going to leave. Then the football club putting him in the kit campaign was a nice kind of like, okay, guys, can you just park it now? Because it's really irritating.
It's sassy, wasn't it?
No, it was classy. It was very classy from the football club. It absolutely, I've said it time and time again, Jack, websites creating fake news is so irritating. False, really misleading headlines that make people believe it is a fact when it's not a fact. Nelson Oliveira leaving Norwich City. If it's Nelson Oliveira, he could be leaving. totally acceptable, but it's not like that. And look, Nelson Oliveira, delighted that he's going to be staying. I've said it.
Fair, you did also say that line about Jacob Murphy last week.
Look, I must admit, no, it's fine, I'll admit. With Jacob, me saying what I said was purely in hope.
Yeah.
I would have loved him to have stayed at the football club, but with Nelson, you know he's going to stay.
Why?
Why? Because he's the first name on your team sheet, isn't he?
Yeah, but that doesn't...
Him and Pritchard, you'd put him on the team sheet straight away.
That doesn't necessarily mean, from a personal standpoint, from Oliveira, that he would want to stay. If someone came in with bigger wages...
Right. Anyway, my thoughts are, if we were to lose Nelson, I think you can kiss goodbye to promotion.
Yeah?
Yeah, genuinely, because what he's got now, we've given him a home. Now we've given him a real chance, a genuine chance, not just a dodgy loan, something serious to get his teeth into, a challenge. He's delivering, and next season he'll deliver more.
Yeah, I suppose look, I think Nelson Oliveira, you're right. I think he would want to stay. I think, for me, it's...
So you're just winding me up just now?
Yeah, pretty much. No, I wanted to get
He always does this, guys.
I wanted to get your viewpoint of why you think he's definitely staying, because a lot of people... Look, I was kind of reeled into the thought that he might go, and when you see a respected betting website say that betting's been suspended because...
Respected betting website?
Yeah. Not Leo Vegas.
That's controversial.
But when you see that betting's being suspended on Nelson Oliveira to Wolves because they understand that it's definitely happening, you're not going to go, oh, he's not leaving. Because I get it. But Nelson Oliveira, I agree, he's probably the first name on the team sheet. You've also got a decent championship striker in Cameron Jerome who can always fill in. But look, we don't know if there's going to be one up front, two up front. I like Nelson Oliveira. I agree with you. I think he buys into the fact that he's now got a stable home where he is going to be starting.
Definitely.
The only thing with Nelson is, one, keeping him fit, I think, seems to be tough. Two, discipline.
Mate, park the discipline shout.
Mate, he punched...
Last
he
season...
single-handedly lost us again.
Last season we needed that.
What?
If I was on the pitch with you last season, I would have punched you.
No, he lost us that football game.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Did he lose? Why did he lose us that
because
football
we were
match?
down to 10 men after it, and it was
Were we already losing before you got sent off, Jack?
Yeah, we were. But
right,
it was against the
so therefore
team.
your comment is irrelevant.
No, it's not, because we would have had 11 men for the full 80 minutes.
Okay, look, if Nelson is ill-disciplined this season, we've got an issue. Last season, totally acceptable. He needed to fire his teammates up. They're not fighting enough, Jack. They weren't fighting enough. I know, you love winding me up, don't you? Thing is, Nelson, this is why I love him so much. He gives everything. But my favourite part of Nelson Oliveira isn't the fact that he just punches people randomly, because I kind of like that secret.
You don't condone violence.
No, I don't. I just condone fighting. Just not fighting, just fight.
Just passion.
Just passion. Buffers. I love it.
So if you get in a scrap because of passion, completely acceptable.
It's completely acceptable. Yeah. Anyway, the main reason why I love Nelson Oliveira is, traditionally, Norwich City, the Norwich City way, we've always tended to walk the ball into the net. Every single manager you look at, there's never been a player that's got the ball and you've gone, oh, he's going to shoot outside the box here, he's going to shoot outside the box here. There's never been...
You fell off your chair, your chair.
But that's what he does. When Nelson gets the ball, he really takes you off, doesn't he?
It clearly does.
Yeah, he really does.
Yeah, he does like a shot.
He likes to... No, but he likes to shoot outside the area. He likes to surprise the keeper. Yeah. He's switched on. He's not just a very good, technically gifted player. He likes to just shoot.
Yeah, he's a switched-on footballer. I think if you get him fit for the whole season, if he doesn't get any red cards, then...
That's very sceptical, though, Jack, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
If he gets the service,
Norwich City
he'll be the top
made
goal
me sceptical
scorer.
last season, okay?
Acceptable. Totally acceptable.
I think he's probably got 25 goals in him. And
yeah, agreed.
I understand from I've heard that keeping Oliveira, keeping Pritchard are the two biggest objectives for Norwich City this summer, which is good. And I think it would take a serious amount of money to persuade Nelson Oliveira elsewhere. The same with Jacob Murphy, has taken a serious amount of money. Last pre-season game we played was Cambridge. We won.
I can't believe how... Speaking of ill-discipline, goodness me.
Cambridge. Or what were you going to say?
Cambridge.
Yeah, filthy.
Yeah, ill-discipline.
Filthy Cambridge.
Yeah.
None of this... They weren't punting that day. Well, they weren't punting. They were punting our players' ankles.
I cannot believe they didn't even get a booking.
No. And as Daniel Farker says, not even a penalty.
By the way, love that.
Yeah.
Penalty. How do you say it? Penalty.
We did not even get given... I'm just turning to Arsene Wenger. We did not even get given a penalty.
That was
French.
Yeah,
that was almost Indian.
Yeah.
We didn't get given a penalty.
Penalty. Seriously, what the hell? Not even a booking. I don't care.
Let's look past that. Alex Pritchard could possibly have ankle ligament damage. If so...
Gutted. Absolutely gutted.
That could be months.
My best mate texted me. The first thing he says was, silver lining, at least no one's going to buy him now.
Yeah, true.
And you look at... And again,
your argument... That sums you up. You've taken an Alex Pritchard injury and spun it into a positive.
Well, yeah, you've got to look at the positives, haven't you? Obviously, you'd love Alex Pritchard to be starting. He's probably our most technically gifted player with Wes. But it is a silver lining because he'll make an impact when he's back. We have got replacements. We've got players that are ready to step up in his position. We spoke about Maddison, and by the way, here you go, son.
That could be his chance.
Here you go, son. Yeah. Here's your opportunity, son. Take it. Maddison can smash it. And actually, this game time for Maddison now could ridiculously help him. It could really, really help him.
That's a good point, actually.
So for me, I'm obviously not happy Alex Pritchard's injured because he is, as I've said already, probably the second most technically gifted player at the football club. But he'll come back. He'll come back stronger.
Yeah. The other one was Tim Close. Apparently that's more of a minor. He hasn't travelled to Germany, which suggests maybe it's a little bit more serious than first thought. Yeah. But it seems like he should be alright for the start of the season.
Yeah,
the start of the season is 3-4 weeks away?
Yeah, he'll be alright.
We've got a little bit of time, even if Pritchard's out for 6 weeks at least.
Honestly, I'm not worried about the injuries.
No?
I'm disappointed, but I'm not worried.
You're not going to lose sleep over it.
No.
You're still going to get your beauty sleep in.
Indeed.
A player I really want to talk about, and a player that I think you'll agree I have backed since the start, despite a lot of criticism.
Have you?
Yannick Wilczka.
This is interesting from you.
Because Daniel Farke seems to, originally Nick Masheter, by the way, who's the most probably bang on source at Norwich City at the moment, said that Norwich City wanted him out alongside Michael McGovern and I can't remember who the other player was, Stephen Naismith.
Mm-hmm.
Yannick Wilczka, I think, if given the time of day, could be one of the most influential players at Norwich City next season. Genuinely believe that.
Mate.
No, I do.
You've lost the plot.
No, I haven't.
Most influential player next season.
No, nobody has given him a chance. And this isn't a Kyle Lafferty give him a chance. This man has talent.
No. This is a Carl Lafferty give you a chance.
No, it's not.
Because Carl Lafferty's not here anymore.
No,
you need to say it to someone.
People were saying, give Kyle Lafferty a chance because we didn't have any other... No one was scoring goals for us, really.
Why did people say give him another chance?
I think it was out of hope, wasn't it?
It was, wasn't it?
And he had a great chant.
I'm with you. I'd love Yannick to grow. I'd love Yannick to smash it with us. I really would.
I don't feel the energy, though.
Yeah, just... I don't know. It's just a vibe, isn't it?
You don't buy into the Yannick vibe?
I just think... He needs a consistent run of games. He needs someone to get injured.
Does he?
Yeah, he does.
Right wing back?
I can't see him starting for us. Great substitution, mind. Fantastic substitution. I'm just going to say no comment on it. I hope he does well. I can't make an opinion on it at the moment.
You're saying no comment, but I'm taking a reluctancy to say that I don't think you're buying into Yannick Wilczka.
No. I think he's a good player.
I don't feel enthusiasm.
He's a good player, but none of them played well last season. It's a clean slate. It is. They've all got to start from scratch.
I've said this from the start.
Same with Naismith. I don't hate Stephen Naismith. I just think that last season he wasn't good enough. But I'm going to wipe the slate clean at the start of the season, and I hope Stephen Naismith does very, very well.
So I think there's a couple of points with Yannick Wilczka and the reason people have written him off. I think at times last season he was poor. Wigan away was a great example. He was abysmal that game, and I think the pressure got to him. I think the other thing was the transfer fee we paid for him. Now, it was, of course, reported £7 million. It was nowhere near that fee. £4 million of that was add-ons that we didn't really end up paying. A bit of that might be paid, but it was nearer £3 to £4 million, which for a Championship winger who had delivered at Wigan, I think is very good value. And this man is different. This isn't a Josh Murphy. This isn't an Alex Pritchard. This is a powerful man. His legs are the size of a well-formed oak tree.
Okay.
They are huge.
How do you know about the size?
I've seen
Was it Simon Cheeseman? Did he mention his legs?
Yannick, I'm not sure if it was Yannick, but I've seen pictures of him in the change rooms, and he fills the baggy shorts.
Does he?
His legs are huge.
So you're putting him in the team because he's got big legs, Jack?
No, this man is a rich man's Matt Jarvis. This is a man who... He's powerful.
Okay.
He's direct.
Okay.
We haven't got the equivalent of Yannick
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. I'm going to stop you there. Why are you saying give Yannick Wilshere a chance, but not Matt Jarvis?
Because Matt Jarvis is permanently injured. He is injured right now.
Actually, you know what?
He's never fit.
Point taken. You know what? Do you remember Matt Jarvis versus Bournemouth?
Yeah, he was brilliant.
And
Matt Jarvis, when fit, is brilliant.
Yeah.
This, Yannick Wilshere, this man here, I'm going to circle him. He is pretty much the fit Matt Jarvis.
You know my Maddison is...
He's quicker, he's more direct.
You know what?
He's got a great name. Radio Norfolk commentators
You've
say
got an obsession with him. You've got an obsession with him, just like I'm obsessed with Maddison.
Just want to see it work.
You're Yannick, I'm Madders.
Just want to see it work.
Okay, got it.
And I think it will.
No, you don't. You hope it will.
No, I think it will.
Fair play, though. I love the passion, mate.
You said, like, Maddison might get the chance because of the Pritchard injury. Jacob Murphy leaving could be the start of Yannick Wilshere.
No. Josh is in front of him.
True.
Yeah? Who else is in front of him? Go on. I'll let you go.
No one? On the right-hand side?
No. Marley Watkins. Wiley Watkins.
Also valid.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm just seeing something here. You know when you get a gut feeling? I just see it.
Right, hang on. Right. Every single person that watches this, at the end of next season, you need to tweet Jack saying Yannick Wilshere, most influential player of the season.
If given the chance, I think... no, maybe not most influential.
I think he's a good player. Just don't... Player. Most improved. Oh, come on, Jack. It's not under 15s football anymore.
Okay. I just want to see it.
Right, next.
Germany.
Yannick.
We're going to Germany. Well,
you're
going
to Germany.
I am.
Fair play.
I'm going to Germany with Nev. It's going to be fun.
What's Nev's Twitter? We should shout him out.
Let me have a look.
You
feel tired.
Nev
I'll have a look.
Townsend. What a boy. Me and Jack, when we go to away games, obviously we tend to go on the old club cabbage.
At Nev Townsend. His Twitter.
Okay, at Nev Townsend. Forces to Canaries legend. I mean, this man just delivers. He really just delivers. And he drives me and Jack to away games every now and then, and he always gets lost. Well, we only got lost once, but we like to absolutely grill him.
He's got a beautiful car as well.
He just loves life, doesn't he? He's one of those people where you just think, what a boy.
I love... Nev goes to so many sporting events. He goes to NFL, Speedway, rugby, football.
Yeah.
I think he went to something like 60... live events last year.
Right, everyone that is just here now, if you could just follow at Nev Townsend on Twitter, because he deserves it.
And
because
you'll probably see some tweets from Germany.
Yeah. Actually, that's a good point. Yes. And of course, it's supporting Forces to Canaries as well.
Which is a good fan group.
Indeed.
Germany, what do you want to see from that? We've got 2 games out there. The other 23s are playing.
A genuine challenge.
Yeah.
Because so far, we've been buffed off the ball by Cambridge.
Free treats chocolate. Unbelievable.
No, seriously. A touch of salt. I didn't even realise that was a thing until tonight.
Brilliant.
Oh, people are going to complain about the mic again, Jack.
Sorry. Thanks to Acri Frigo.
Not really. You're breaking it as well. Germany, a genuine challenge. I want to see us go behind, and I want to see us respond to that. Daniel Farke has already suggested that a lot of it's going to be what do we do without the ball, because these Germans are drilled into about keeping the ball, bringing it back, keeping the ball, try again. It's all about holding the ball. So I think for Norwich, it's going to be a very exciting proposition. I think you're going to be watching a very boring game of football.
I'm up for that. You get to drink beer on the stands.
You're always
cool.
Well,
I'm cool with
actually,
that.
You know what? Yeah, fair play. That's solid. I think it'd be great. I think it'd be very good, and I'm excited of what opportunity it brings. And actually, I think as well for German players potentially, they might see Norwich turning up, and then in January, you might end up getting a player that's potentially tuned into Norwich off the back of us going pre-season there. It's exciting. Did you see the behind... Here's a shout out for the media team. Did you see the behind-the-scenes image of Weber, Farke...
Yeah.
Yeah, and the other 2 guys that I can't remember the name. Sorry, Ed someone.
Edmund Reamer.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the other guy.
Okay, glasses. He looks like a top boy. I love how they were just all there, just like with the little iPad, just like... You could see that they were just in the zone. Yeah. They were just vibing off each other. Yeah. Just really going for it, and I just love it. Anyway, shout out to the media team, because I'm loving all the behind-the-scenes content at the moment, particularly the Josh Murphy video.
I haven't seen it yet, but I've seen a snippet, and it looks really good.
How have you not watched it, Jack?
I've seen the James Madison behind-the-scenes Instagram story, which I'm sure you were having good fun with.
I did really enjoy it. It was good.
Yeah,
love matters.
You do, don't you? Germany. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be first time I'm going to be watching Norwich City abroad. Looking forward to that.
Congrats.
Looking forward to flying Ryanair.
I've watched them in Scotland. Does that count as abroad? Brexit and all that? No.
No, I'm not counting that. They're still not independent. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, Norwich flew to Germany with Ryanair from Stansted. We have got an airport in Norwich. Mm-hmm. Why are we not using it, Chris? Why are we not using our own airport?
What? I don't get what you're trying to say.
We went from Stansted instead of Norwich. There's literally...
I know why.
Why?
I know why.
Stuart Webber cuts in that.
Basically, when you go to Norwich Airport and you go to your tin pot holiday in Mallorca...
Which, by the way, Mallorca, nice place. Rate it.
You have to pay £20, which is just a fee.
Yeah. Where is that fee coming from?
Now, it's not clear where the fee goes.
That fee was apparently a development fee.
I think, yeah, but that, it's always been a development fee.
What is developed?
I reckon someone must be pocketing that.
Yeah.
I reckon it's the same people that have pedestrianised our city centre, Jack.
Yeah.
I reckon they're pocketing that as well.
McNally's got a say in that.
Oh, maybe David McNally's taking, as well as his bonus for getting relegated, he's also taking the development fee for the airport, and he's the person behind the pedestrianisation of Norwich City.
I reckon McNally went to Norwich Airport and went, right, guys, I've got a 7-year plan. and for this 7-year plan, I'm going to need £10 of everybody that passes through. 15 years down the line...
I think it's 20.
No, it's £10.
I think they're really fleeting.
Used to be 20, and I flew from Norwich last year, and no, it's definitely 10.
Is it? Okay, right.
But still, £10
still extortionate.
to walk through the door.
Yeah, unacceptable.
And I don't think they accept
I love the fact we've got an airport though. Big up Norwich Airport, but your development fee is ridiculous.
Anyway, yeah, I'm really looking forward to Germany. I think you're right. I think we're going to have completely different opposition to Stevenage, to Cambridge, to Lowestoft. I think we're going to be facing well-drilled teams who are good off the ball. I think we're going to maybe see some hidden gems. I think it's good for players to just travel and just get used to, because we were crap away from home last season. Just travelling, just getting into the swing of things, just
bonding.
Yeah, just bonding.
Okay,
I like that. I like that. And James Maddison is sharing a room with Mario Vrancic.
Yes,
that's a pair I didn't see coming.
I did.
Mario Vrancic's hair.
Mario's just the man, and so is Madders. So obviously, two guys both on their A game.
Here's another interesting thing I'm going to throw out there, as well as the Yannick Wildschut could be one of the most influential players next season. I think Mario Vrancic is going to leave a bigger legacy behind than Bradley Johnson. Oh, I've just gone there.
There's one for you, Rob Butler.
I've just gone there.
There's one for you, Rob Butler. I mean, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Well, to do that, just to make it clear what he has to do that. Mm-hmm. What does he have to do that?
He has to score. Well, he has to score against Ipswich.
Yeah. Do you think he'll do that?
Yeah.
What's his cello?
He's gonna rip his shirt. No, he's not. He's going to. I don't know. He's just gonna score.
Scenes if he does score against Ipswich.
He's gonna have to get promoted with us.
Okay.
Because Bradley Johnson did.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to score a lot of goals.
Quite a lot, Jack, to live up to.
He's going to have to be one of our best players next season.
Yep.
And he's just going to have to be a bit of a nutcase.
I think he... Hang on. You don't like ill-disciplined players?
No, a disciplined nutcase.
I've heard it all now. I agree with you. I think Mario could live up to Bradley Johnson. I do. I hope he does. He's got all the potential, isn't he?
Moan of the week. I know what mine is.
Go on, you do yours first.
Pollen. Yeah, it is...
I love how your moan of the week is always unfootball related.
I just hate pollen.
You hate pollen.
It's just doing me in at the moment.
What's my moan of the week? My moan of the week was... I don't really... To be fair, everyone loving the podcast was obviously my hype of...
Yeah, that was fun.
I mean, that was amazing. I didn't really have a moan at all. Let me quickly think of something. I'll moan at the fact that Jacob's leaving. And and obviously my pride's been dented because I'd said, he's definitely going to stay in hope. He's definitely going to stay, guys. He's going to stay. Don't tell me he's going to go. He's going to stay.
It was almost like you kind of burying your head under the sand and going, it's not going to happen if I just say it's not.
Yeah. It's like you saying, like Yannick Wildschut's going to be one of the most influential players at Norwich City next season. Sometimes you just say ridiculously stupid things.
Because you want it to happen.
Just because you want it to happen. And I respect positive self-talk. So that's absolutely fine.
Jay, you must have... Oh, what's your hype?
So my hype of... Is it this week?
Yeah.
It's got to be Germany, isn't it?
Are you buzzing?
Just Germany.
You're just buzzing.
I was buzzing. You know what? My hype of the
That
week.
almost sounded German. You
Buzzing.
said, but yeah, it was nice.
My hype of the week is seeing Jack's MDE.
I'm doing 3.
Are you?
I'm doing 3.
Hang on, what?
We go on the... Hang on.
Yeah, what's the video content for Germany?
So,
tell the audience,
I'm not
please.
quite sure. Basically, I don't even know if we've got Wi-Fi yet, so that could be interesting.
Oh, you poor soul.
If we don't have Wi-Fi in the hotel, I will hunt Wi-Fi.
Just get a dongle. What's your issue?
You want me to pay for 3G in Germany?
Do you respect your consumers?
I'm not loaded, Chris. 3G data in a European country will be expensive.
Respect.
But I will hunt Wi-Fi. Match day content, probably like a little match review, little player ratings, definitely a match day experience. You're also going to be getting vlogs from day 1 of the trip, which is going to be us flying out. Mm-hmm. Day 2 is match day. Day 3 is us. We've got a whole day in Germany, and then we're flying back in the evening, so you're going to get that as well. So you might even get some cultural experience.
Okay.
You're probably going to see a lot of beer.
A lot of sausage.
Lots of German sausage. Lots of beer. What else do they have? Schnitzels.
Yeah.
Lots of schnitzel. And lots...
This could go wrong here.
Hopefully lots of sun. I hope it's sunny.
Right, that's the video content.
So
please move on because I'm going to crack up.
Yeah. Right, it is time for Snapchat questions. This is, of course, the segment where we get questions from Snapchat sent in by you guys. Oh, yeah, you've got a letter. Do you want to open it?
Yeah, I've got a letter, guys. Important documents enclosed from Norwich City Football Club.
Oh, I wonder what this is. We know what it is.
We know what it is, but we thought we'd open it live.
By the way, you can just made an absolute hash of that.
And? What's your issue? Oh, it's a season ticket!
It's a season ticket!
It's a bit... Hang on.
It's all yellow this year. It's all yellow.
You know what? I loved having Pilkington versus Man U on my
oh, yeah, that
ticket.
was a vibe, wasn't it?
Yellow rewards. Here we go. Who's it sponsored by? It better not be sponsored by a gambling company, because if not, I'm not reading this, Jack.
In your season ticket package this year, you get your season ticket. You get your season explained by the way, look at the first page.
Okay.
Not this thing. Look at the third page. It's been called Farcamania and the Wevolution.
Oh.
Wevolution? Where did that come from? Me! I don't know if it was just me. But,
well, to be fair, that's great.
You get a nice picture of Farker and Webber.
Such a bromance.
That is worth the £500 season ticket alone.
By the way, I think we should try and get... I'm going to say something now.
Right.
At the end of the season when we get promoted...
Right.
If we get promoted, we need to say to the media team, we want Webber, Farker on the podcast.
And copious amounts of beer.
Yeah, just beer.
Yeah, beer.
Beer, Farker, Webber. That'd be scenes, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, you got the classic offers in here, you know, Gravity, of course.
Rugby Wildlife Centre, you get discounted.
Yeah, they love it.
Mantra, you get discounted Mantra. What do you get for that?
Why do you love Mantra? It's so tin pot.
You get 10% off entry.
Oh, Mantra.
Imagine taking your season ticket down to Mantra and being like, can I get the 10% off, man?
No, they always change the pricing in there.
Yeah.
One night you'll go in and it's like, oh yeah, it's a £5. Next thing you know, it's blooming £8. Just make up as you go along. Grosvenor Casino.
What did you get in there?
We love that gig, don't we?
No, we don't like gambling.
Sorry, we don't like gambling. Me and Jack definitely don't go to Grosvenor Casino.
Free customer parking? You get free parking outside.
Don't slate them anyway, because we do go to the casino.
Oh no, you get 20% off your meal.
I'm going £50 on black next time, by the way.
Yeah?
Seriously, I'm so up for it. Literally. It's the Leo Vegas effect. Genuinely. Anyway, you got some classic offers in here. The fixture list, which I tend to pin up somewhere.
Yeah, you do actually use that.
Yeah, I do actually use that. I'm very traditional. I like to fill in the results, etc. Anyway, Snapchat questions.
Yeah. So Danny asks, do you think Jacob is worth 12 million, or do you feel like you should get more?
I think a wee bit more. But by a wee bit more, I'm talking maybe £1 million. But I think, you know, with the add-ons, I'm going to be happy. They've got themselves a good player. Fair play. I'm not going to be bitter. I wanted to keep him. He's gone. I don't blame him. I'd be interested to see whether he's been promised first-team football, and I'd be interested to see who he's going to be taking the place of, because at Newcastle, they've got some very good players.
I think a few more things I want to add on this before we move on. And start to cry about Jacob Murphy leaving. I think minimum it was £12 million. I think £12 million is a decent fee. Let's not forget last season, Reading bid £300,000, and I think that was a genuinely considered
You are
bid.
joking.
No, they bid £300,000 for Jacob Murphy last season. And he hadn't done anything.
Reading is so tin pot.
Yeah, they are tin pot. Yeah, I would agree with you there.
Even check this out. I work with a Reading fan, okay?
Right.
And he actually said to me, I was like, I can't wait to go to Reading next season. You know, it's close, you know, great day out. And he was like, honestly, don't go. Complete waste of time. It's a bit of a shithole. The stadium's really not that good. The atmosphere's terrible. This is from a Reading fan.
Okay.
Definition of tin pot. Reading FC.
I think Newcastle. Look, Jacob Murphy could be one of the Premier League's best players. But he hasn't proven himself in the Premier League yet, which means £12 million is probably a better fee for Norwich City. Yeah. He could flop in the Premier League. He could rip up. You just don't know yet. I think he's too lightweight, but he could hit the gym over the summer and get ripped, and then could be very good.
Cool story, bro.
Cool story, bro. Let's have a look if there's any other questions. If you could go to any game with Norwich in Europe, who would it be? Who would it be against?
Against?
Yeah.
I'd love to go to see Norwich versus Inter at the San Siro.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Scenes.
Yeah. Mine would be probably Roma.
Yeah.
Rome's a lovely city. I can imagine.
No, ooh, is it?
Rome?
No. I've heard it's a wee bit rough.
Yeah, I'm up for
you want a bit of rough? You're up for a bit.
Let's make it tasty.
Okay.
I'm up for Rome.
Well, it will be tasty. Plenty of pizza.
Oh, I love Italian food.
Do you?
Yeah, I love it.
You love German sausage as well.
Ryland sent in an interesting one.
Ryland?
Yeah, he's stuck. Yeah, Ryland.
Ryland.
He's stuck Irish Messi stickers to the Berlin Wall.
Oh, hang on. Can you save that? We need to get that out over the TNC socials.
Yeah, I can save that.
Save it. That is amazing. Good work. Well done.
By the way, did you see these Irish Messi stickers? Of course, the stickers I was selling. It made Irish press.
Yeah, saw it.
Did you see that? It's cool.
I'd really encourage everyone, if you've got stickers, stick them everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no prize. Actually, there is a prize.
Possible arrest.
What?
For vandalism.
No. TNC points, Jack.
If you get arrested, we'll pay to get you out of the police station. Risk your criminal record for the Irish Messi stickers, people. Lots of questions. What's the worst game you've seen as a Norwich fan, except for the 7-1 against Colchester?
Oh, I was literally about to say that.
I don't mind, straight off the bat.
Go on, go.
3-0 loss against Sunderland in the Prem. We had the chance of staying up. We bottled it completely.
Yeah, that was pretty.
That was the only game I've ever left early.
We've lost. I think it was 1 or 2-0 when we lost to Ipswich at home one season when they were sponsored by PowerGen.
They were the days.
That hurt. That did hurt a lot. Yeah, that hurt.
Matty, I think you might know something about you that I don't. What kind of
Be careful.
What kind of occasion would it take for Chris to bring back out the yellow and green underpants? Do you have yellow and green underpants?
No. To be fair, this guy is just paying very, very good attention
to
the TNC content.
Oh, fair play.
The yellow and green underpants have been worn at Wembley. Promoted.
Right.
They have been worn against Ipswich when in the playoff final.
Semi-final.
Forgive me.
Okay.
And they've also been worn, I think, when we beat Ipswich 5-1 and 4-1. They've been like, they're getting a bit small now, you know.
Yeah, I was going to say that was quite a while
ago. They're stretchy pants. Basically, a big game. So, for example, if Norwich get to the playoff final, pants are coming out. I might wear them to Ipswich away this season because I just love to just smash them.
Right. Well, there you go. I didn't even know you owned them.
To be fair, I do have this weird little tradition where when it's a big game, I'll always wear my Norwich City socks.
Right. Okay.
From the Canary store.
Interesting. Let's see.
Come on, don't slate the socks.
No, I appreciate the socks.
Good.
All the questions about Jacob Murphy and right. Oh, podcast question from Nikki. Favourite Norwich chant, past or present?
Okay, I've got a new one for Christoph Zimmerman.
Have you?
Yeah. But you know what? I've really backed myself here.
Do you?
No, like I've really backed myself. It's so simple and so average that I think it'll work.
Go on then.
Okay. Da 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 da. Christoph Zimmerman. Da 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 da. Christoph Zimmerman. Da 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 da. Christoph Zimmerman, and it just keeps rolling. It just keeps rolling. It just keeps rolling, and then it just gets more powerful. Then it lightens up. Da 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 da. Christoph Zimmerman. And then maybe like a yaya. So you get on the floor. You go on. Da 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 da. You're thinking, what the hell? Christoph Zimmerman. Honestly, I reckon it'd be class.
Yeah.
I can't remember the tune.
It is that. GB Wijnaldum, it was that one, wasn't it?
Ah, we've stolen it from Liverpool.
Yeah, another chant we've stolen.
No, seriously, please, can we actually sing that next season? Because I think it's an amazing chant.
I think, Anyway,
definitely. Back to the question.
My one, in terms of niche... he's magic. Oh. You know, Vadis a DJ for love.
It's very your generation, though.
Loved Vadis. In terms of popping off, Gary O'Neill chant away at Crystal Palace
and Arsenal. It really was good.
Never seen anything pop like that before.
Yeah,
but we completely stole it off West Ham, and the chant wasn't that great.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few favourites for me. Paul McVeigh was a classic. We love you, Paul McVeigh. Spite your lack of fight, love you, Paul.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Messed the song up there. Pardon me. What other ones have we got? Actually, I'm not sure if I can sing that one.
Yeah,
the Seba song one.
No,
we won't sing that one.
No.
Oh God, we almost got in trouble for that last time, didn't we? As well. Quickly skim over that one. Other favourite chants. Grant Holt, the classic.
Yeah.
We fucking love Grant. It was just so much passion there, wasn't there? Just everyone, even the City stand with their bovrils, they just spilt it everywhere. We fucking love Grant.
Yeah, we do love him.
We don't love him. We fucking love Grant Holt.
We do.
We do.
Really do.
I do back the Norfolk Cafe. I love the Norfolk Cafe. Yeah. You know that Norwich are playing well when the Norwich fans actually sing.
I just love any chant.
Nelson Oliveira, City's number 9. I always appreciate that as well.
I just like a chant when you've gone away from home and you're probably not expecting to win the game.
Yeah.
You're slightly tipsy. You've had a couple of alcoholic beverages. And the chant doesn't start off that big. But then you either see a phase of play or you see some Norwich City fans coming from another...
Yeah.
And it just grows.
You just vibe.
And you just get this feeling inside of you.
Yeah.
And it just hits you.
And you're
like... Bash!
City vibes.
And that is the moment when you think Kyle Lafferty's going to rip up in an Norwich City shirt.
I think we've definitely both had too much free treats at .co.uk chocolate.
Yeah,
is it .co.uk or .com? I think I might have said it wrong there.
.co.uk. Anyway, that is all of the questions. Should we call someone?
Moroccan all over the world.
Yeah, that was good.
Should
we call someone?
Yeah, why not? Go on.
Yeah, let's see if anyone.
Call Russell Martin. I've got his number now.
All right, mate. Showing it off.
Hey!
Let's not. He's going to be in Germany. That'll cost you a lot of money.
Yeah,
to
be fair.
Let's call JJ, who always asks questions.
JJ,
right?
JJ Kocher.
JJ
Kocher.
Let's see if this works.
The big man, J Dog.
I love this sound.
Do you? I can't believe you're still using Snapchat. So 2016.
JJ. Hi, mate.
Hello, JJ. You're live on the TNC podcast.
Wicked.
Jacob Murphy, talk to me. Looks like he's going to be going to Newcastle. £12.5 million fee, rumoured. Happy or not happy?
Genuinely, money-wise, I'm happy with it. Otherwise, I'm a bit upset because, I feel like we've lost a pretty decent player. I thought he was definitely one of our best players last season, which is why I'm quite disappointed about it. But other than that, I think, like I said, financially, it's going to be a massive boost for wages and possibly even more players to come in. So
I think you're bang on, JJ.
I mean, we've spoken a little bit about it on the podcast already, but I think Chris is probably more disappointed about this transfer than me. What do you think we've got replacements good enough to fill that hole?
I went to Cambridge on Saturday. I thought to myself, Josh Murphy, when he was playing, he was probably the best player that I saw on that day. I thought he could easily replace him. So that's definitely one player that I could definitely, could see replacing him. But other than that, players like Vanchits could also replace him, and I think we've definitely got the resources to. So.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose you've named the obvious one there. Josh Murphy was literally the like-for-like replacement. A player who I've bigged up on the podcast today, Yannick Vilchka. Has he got a future at Norwich City?
Well, as well, on Saturday, he definitely looked like he was up for it. I think he's definitely, under Neil, he was definitely underplayed and was really overlooked. And I think he deserves more of a chance. I think, under Farker, he looked like he was played as a wing back.
Yeah.
Which I thought looked pretty decent. But yeah, I think he would also be a good replacement. So,
JJ, great answer. Next question is, what is your favourite Norwich City song at the moment?
Still this, isn't it? It has to be the main shot.
The
BC all day long.
Yeah,
it's classic.
I love that. To be fair, I've got a lot of time for that.
To be fair, we did completely forget about that.
You've got to really respect OTBC.
Definitely. Last question, mate. I suppose the general outlook in terms of next season. Are you feeling confident?
To be honest with you, I don't know. We've done so much changes that this season I generally do not know what to expect. In a way, I hope it's all the changes that have been made. I hope that it's going to eventually pay off, whether it's going to be straight away or after a few seasons. So
does that not excite you though? The kind of the walking into the unknown almost.
Oh yeah, I think it's in a way a step forward. It's one of those things where you know what I mean by saying if we're taking a step back to go take 2 steps forward.
Yeah, I mean, I do want to ask you about Cambridge as well because you were there. You obviously it was a long match. Lots happened. First of all, the injuries to Pritchard and Close. How serious did they look from the ground?
Well, I think Close was at the other end of the stadium, but Pritchard was right in front of all the away fans, and I thought that was a really horrific tackle.
Okay.
And I think we spotted Pritchard on crutches.
Okay.
Before the end of the game, so.
Yeah, that doesn't look great, does it? JJ, thanks so much, mate.
It's all right.
Cheers, Jay.
We'll speak soon, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Brilliant.
Yeah, top man.
He was brilliant. Spoke really well. Made a lot of sense as well. And back Yannick.
Yeah, I think you know what? He brought me back down. Well, I think I'm already on Earth, but let's not forget we've made a lot of changes. This isn't going to happen overnight.
It's very true, and we've said it, and I think we do need to keep saying it in this podcast, Jack. Next season, it is about patience. Yes, we're super excited. Yes, we're bringing in some possibly some up and coming German starlets, but we've got to remember that, as JJ said, a lot of changes, more risk.
Definitely. Anything else to say?
Christoph Zimmermann. Christoph Zimmermann.
And sign up to free treats. Link
Christoph
below.
Zimmermann.
Freetreats.co.uk